Hello, I'm Rod Raglan. On Not Your Friend, Not Your Family Book Reviews, you'll find conflict of interest reviews of work of self-published authors. I also post reviews on books on writing. This is part 4 of how I came to write my novels and is about my 4th book, The Big Picture, a camera, a young woman, and uncompromising ethic. I'm hoping you might pick up some marketing insights, mostly what doesn't work, writing tips and themes and motivation, and empathy from someone who is traveling the same road as you and has likely had less success. So, how did this new direction, writing and self-publishing literary commercial fiction, work for you? Previously, I was writing genre fiction, romance. The Big Picture, a camera, a young woman, and uncompromising ethic was the first novel I knew I would publish independently. I wanted to explore a number of issues, and without the constraints of genre, I had no idea where they would take me, and I was excited. I wanted to examine the creative process and how art and the artist are influenced by the marketplace. I wanted to delve into the intensity of family dynamics, how wonderful it is when it works, and how damaging it can be when it doesn't. I wanted complex characters and authentic relationships. As a journalist, I'd covered stories that couldn't be reported. I knew what was going on, but I couldn't get someone to go on or off the record to admit it. It was frustrating. But what could you do? Well, you could use it in fiction. The plot of The Big Picture is comprised of some of those unsubstantiated stories, and also my investigation into the influence of drug money on our lives. To get at my protagonist's inner journey, I went deep inside myself, rooted around, and came forth with not so much the truth about a life I've experienced, but one that I hoped, and still hope, to live. To get at my Nigerian writer Chinua Achebe said, "One of the truest tests of integrity is the blunt refusal to compromise." I wanted Freja, that's my heroine, to be that person. I wanted to see where her blunt refusal to compromise and her intolerant attitude towards those who would take her. Here's what I came up with. Young, talented, ambitious, Freja Brinjarson, a photographer, is struggling to crash the art establishment, the challenges presented by her family, and still keep true to her uncompromising ethic. Fate places her on the front line of a political demonstration where soldiers open fire on civilians. She photographs death for the first time and likes it. Because of the sensitive nature of her pictures, the current government, facing an imminent election, tries to suppress them, but someone far more unscrupulous than government spin doctors also wants those images destroyed. Gunnar Brynjarsson, Freja's eldest brother, is the head of an illegal narcotics empire. He's concerned about the opposition's platform to decriminalize drugs. His sister's photographs could influence the outcome of a close election and put his business in jeopardy. As events unfold, Freja becomes aware of the far-reaching impact that the billions of narco dollars have on government, the economy, friends, family, even herself. Something insidious has infected society, and like a superbug, it's resilient, opportunistic, and appears as a mutation in the most unexpected places. Freja refuses to compromise and is intolerant and unforgiving of those who succumb to this evil or are complicit in their acceptance of it. If she stays at home, she's afraid she'll be infected and never attain success on her own terms. She takes an assignment with an international agency photographing the chaos and casualties of Mexico's drug war. Freja soon discovers she's shot only one frame of the big picture. The big picture focuses on dramatic action. It zooms in on political intrigue and takes a candid snapshot of modern romance. The plot also reveals how narco dollars overtly and covertly influence every level of our lives. The wars we fight, the governments we elect, the impact on healthcare, and most importantly and tragically, our personal relationships. When the big picture was finished, I set about self-publishing. I used Kindle Direct for the ebook and CreateSpace for the paperback, both Amazon platforms. I know a little bit about publishing, having been and still am a community newspaper publisher, and that's for nearly 4 decades. Mind you, with the speed technology is evolving, past experience doesn't count for much, if anything. In any case, I didn't find the process that difficult. The most difficult part was, and still is, making sure my original manuscript is error-free. I love this book. I did everything I could to promote it. I used social media, I sent out advance copies, I ran giveaways, I sent forth positive thoughts. I allowed myself to hope. It was a mistake. The big picture was self-published without acclaim, reviews, or sales. I was disappointed. I felt bad not so much for myself as for the book. I felt I had let everyone down, meaning my characters. I regrouped and focused on why I write. Because I love to, because I like to learn new things, and I want to pass my view of the world on to others. 2 out of 3. Not too bad. Upon reflection, I realized the big picture had done no worse than the first 3 books I had published with a publisher. I enjoyed the independence of self-publishing and the responsibility. So when it came time to renew my contracts with my publisher, I said I would if they would publish all my books as paperbacks. We compromised. They published Not Wonder More, Mad Maggie and the Mystery of the Ancients, and I yanked the other 2 books, Spirit Bear and Eagle Ridge Bluffs. I subsequently self-published and released Spirit Bear as Saving Spirit Bear, What Price Success, and Eagle Ridge Bluffs as Loving the Terrorist, Beyond Eagle Ridge Bluffs. My re-released books have fared no worse than the one remaining on the publisher's list. All have done terrible. Next month, I'll retain the rights of my last book under contract, and I plan to re-release it as a self-published book as well. The next novel I wrote, Forest, Love, Lost, Legend, came out of the residuals of this one. War, drugs, and murder combined with my love of the wilderness, its splendor and its mystery. By the way, this is not a commercial site. I'm not interested in accumulating likes or subscribers to influence advertisers or get free books or whatever. But I am interested in your comments. What motivates you to write? Whatever it is, keep doing it. And remember what Nietzsche said, art is a proper task in life. Thanks.